welcome to round 4 with Rally. It'll work. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I lead on Sunken Hollow into Flooded Strand. And then I can Evolving Wilds for a forest on 3 and still have a drop to make. Well, if I was debating playing a Jace before, there's absolutely no reason to not do so now. And then, let's see. What am I going to do here? Probably going to discard a Cutthroat next turn. Opponents could be anything, really. There's way too many. So probably Black-Red Dragons. Okay, Black-Red Dragons. So let's lead on this. I think I just want to put a Cutthroat in my graveyard. I guess getting 2 Cutthroats into play with an Ailey can drain my opponent out pretty quickly, but I'll just play the Ailey. Though I guess Reflectoring the Hanger back puts my opponent quite a ways behind. Then I can play Cutthroat plus Ailey next turn. Off of green to blue-black. Oh, I can't. No, I can't do that. Just debating how the problem is that this Evolving Wilds is just kind of in the way of everything. I don't really have to bounce this Hanger back right here. So I think I'm just supposed to wait. That also lets this get the second white, so there's no way I could possibly get Rally screwed. Oh, this deck. Okay. We're playing against the Grixis list that top-aided the Grand Prix. Or something similar. Do I want to flip Jace this turn? I don't think I do. I think that my hand is kind of a stinker and I just want more cards that do... Oh, boy. Let's cast that this turn. I don't really care about reflecting anything. Let's just do that. Let's put Cutthroat in the bin. Jace. This will get blue-white again to ensure I have double white for Rally. And we'll just do this before attacking because I'd rather Reflector. I don't know. Ooh, another Zulaport and a... Could draw a card, though. Drawing cards is great. What if I put Zulaport Visionary into play? That sounds pretty good, actually. I don't really need the Husk. Well, not attacking's for chumps, so... Sure. This way, when I kill the, or when I Reflector the token, my opponent doesn't actually get anything. Well, this probably implies they have another Hanger back, so that they've, well, I don't know. At that point, they'd just have two in play, and they wouldn't have any liability of getting reflected unless they had like three. Though at this point, we've kind of reached the I'm not actually sure how much it matters stage of the game. You know, that's sad. Well, I'm just gonna keep casting Collected Companies. Because all my other plays are not mana efficient. Definitely Jace, probably Sifter. My opponent attempted to get into a race with Rally the Ancestors when they have an established board. Usually does not end well. The mana issues my opponent's having also not very helpful. It's another Draconic Roar. Sure. Oh, I get to scry too? You don't say. Is that good? Is Reflector plus Husk next turn good? I would think so. Is that lethal, actually? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, my opponent's dead. Yep, double cutthroat burnouts. Happens from time to time. Well, I don't really want... I want some cuts. I don't want all of them. I don't really want to fight over anything else, though. This card can be okay at times, but I'm not super excited by it. Ailey can gain life against dragons. I think Catacomb Sifter gets shaved, and Sidisi's Faithful gets shaved, even though my opponent could have Kalidas. Oh, actually, I don't really want higher specs here. My opponent's just on like red removal and stuff. I don't really want to exert either. I don't want to like exert a Thunderbreak or get into that kind of nonsense. Even though it does take Kalidas if they have it, when they have it, I guess. Just kind of given. Probably just want a third cut because of silly Kalidas nonsense. Yeah, I guess an Ailey can go. Racing. Yeah. Yeah, Ailey's not that exciting. It's not really trading for green creatures. So far, we've overpowered everything. Except for, well, Mardu was kind of weird, but Mardu's actually like the other legitimate deck in the format. I would not fault anyone who decided to play Mardu instead of Rally. Oh, yep, I'm keeping. This has to fetch blue-black, so... I don't think there's a reason to get blue-black on one, though. Like, I'm not going to just jam a Jace on two here, I think. Yep, the Grixis list. Which means my opponent actually has Dispel for myself. But I'm just planning on killing them the normal way with this hand. I guess that also involves going through Collected Company, but This is why the colorless mana is awkward right now. Another Welkin turn. Boo. I like casting Collect a Company. This card is like simultaneously really good and really bad against this deck. Like, hitting Company is great, but if they don't have a Company, then it just doesn't do anything relevant. It's like, with Hollowed Moonlight, it hits both of their breakers, whereas that just like hits the one, but it's really good at the, stopping that one against Jace and everything. Hopefully we don't just get curved out into Thunderbreak. Go to 15. Is Thunderbreak Kolaghan? Yeah, Thunderbreak Kolaghan is just millions and millions of damage. It's 16 next attack, so I'm just dead if that happens. But it looks like my opponent's just missing land drops, so it doesn't matter. Man, that's going to hold off my creatures. They're doing so many cool things. Well, I'm going to cast that spell. Figure out how I tap for it. Probably just get another blue-black here. I guess there was an argument for... I probably should have done that. And by done that, I mean Windswept Heath for... do I want to cash in the Visionary for a Scry here? It's not really doing a lot on board. Is this doing a lot on board? Is that worth 3 damage? I'd say that's worth 3 damage. And a Scry. Yeah, I probably should have actually Visionaried for a white source there. On the basis of taking 1 less pain to rally. Or 1 less guaranteed pain to rally. If this lives, I'm just firing this. My opponent bears, this dies, and I scry. Actually really need this to live here. My hand doesn't do a lot. That'll have, oh yeah, if I get to Company again, that'll change really fast, but... So my opponent doesn't have a kill spell for Jace, otherwise they probably would have killed it. I guess that's not even true. Yeah, there we go, Sky Spawner. So I have to fetch before Jacing so I can flashback this turn. Do I want to take a damage to fetch? I think the life... Oh, I need to get a second white here anyways. So I kind of have to take a damage. This card, Evolving Wilds. Put some things into play. Leaving up a green so that I can hit, well, those aren't the ones I was looking for the green, but it'll do. So if I go, I want to kill the token, so what if I do this? Yeah, I need to not take a million damage. Let's see what I hit. Fine, I'll just keep casting Collected Companies. Spent my entire turn effectively countering Sky Spawner. Again, I'm fine trading a Visionary off for damage. It looks like my opponent wants to minimize the size of my rally, which is fine by me, because my rally is still going to be huge because of Collected Company. So I get to go basic island plus this on the bearer. I can leave up, if my opponent hits a land, I can leave up rally for 1 to prevent a potential Kolaghan death. I'd go to 6. Yeah, I mean, I just died to Kolaghan regardless of what I do here. Kind of in an awkward spot if they have Draconic Roar, I guess. That's fine by me. I guess, it's Thopter, so I'm not dead next turn. Artifact creatures. Just double checking it's not randomly colorless or something silly. Okay, so this is oh, sure, that's fine. Yeah, nowhere close to dead. I go to 7. Guess I'm dead to a yeah, let's see what I draw. Visionary first, right? I guess I'm going to company regardless of what I draw. So I may as well company first in case I hit like Visionary, Sifter. Oh, geez. So I probably want to get Husk Zulaport. Can't imagine Reflector Mage is actually better. And then I just shove with everything. Get my opponent as low as possible on life. Yep, 11. So we're actually approaching the point where my opponent is dead regardless of whether rally resolves or not, which is pretty crazy. I survived P and Cure. Well, I would have survived P and Curon anyways. Right, my opponent takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 millions. Okay. So if this rally resolves, my opponent's just straight up, like, locked to be dead. Okay. Do they know about the rally? That's a good question. Let's, rewind the tape here. Yes, they know I have Rally the Ancestors. It was in my hand the turn they transgressed. So they're supposed to... Well, this can't get a blue source. They can't play their Sky Spawner without fear of dying. And they're just... Okay, well that also puts them very close to dead anyways. Now they're just absolutely dead. Even if they play Kalitas. If they play Kalitas, I just dump my board in response and then kill them when I untap. Yeah, so if they don't tap their blue source, what happens? Well, my play is now attack with all of my creatures. Uh... Can I die here if I actually let myself get to 3 somehow? I'm not too afraid of it. Seems extremely difficult. Two blockers, one on the husk, one on the sifter. Opponent takes millions. So let's see. This can get a mana, whatever. So I'm just going to play this. No need to sacrifice it yet. Play the Jace. Attack with everything. Oh, why did I attack with a Cutthroat? That was a mistake. He goes here, here. 1, 2, 3. Shoot. That was a mistake. I guess the rally's still lethal. Pretty sure I'm forced to fire that off there for that, though. Yeah, this didn't have to attack. Just got hyped up in the right-click attack with all. It's just so nice when you just turn everything sideways. So my opponent's going to try to kill me in response or something? I don't know. Draconic Roar. I'll sacrifice Jace. Think I got to gain a little more here. I should have... I think I'm supposed to fetch here. If this dies, I'm actually... that was a mistake. I should not have let that die. Yep. Now I can die to another Draconic Roar. Thought I still had another priority pass before that happened. Is there a reason to not just do this here? Doesn't get better. Now dead to anything that killed Husk or Draconic Roar because I messed this up. Yep. Mistakes were made. Many mistakes, actually. If I just... sacking the Husk doesn't do it. Yeah. Not dead on board, actually, though. Which is kind of funny. Now that I think about it. Because I get back 2 Jaces, and I get to Faithful. Oh, I have Sidisi's Faithful coming back. My opponent dies. Wow. I missed that last sack outlet there, thinking about what was going on. Oh, also Jace. Just kill my opponent anyways. Wow. Yeah, I should have sacked a bunch of stuff. Or, no, I don't sack a bunch of stuff there. I do that with the Cutthroat Death on the... Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Yeah, I did a lot of things wrong that turn, but my opponent was super dead. So, cool. Could have died to another Draconic Roar and didn't.